Okay, gentlemen, listen up. I don't need to go over the game plan again. We all know what we got to do. Wanted to let you know I'm proud of the work we've been doing around here. Sharp practices, attention to detail all around. Also wanted to make it official. I'm inserting one of our up-and-comers into the starting lineup tonight. Let's help him out. Make sure the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, dog.
We all get one chance to shine. Best make it count.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Yes, sir. Yeah.
It's the home of the 76ers here in Philadelphia as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the Wells Fargo Center. Right now, the 76ers are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. The guys coming into this game, it's been 5 consecutive losses, so confidence obviously will be a key for him tonight. And a lot of excitement centering around one young player tonight, folks, as we'll be watching a game that marks the first official NBA start from Henderson.
And I think we knew this would happen. He's shown the team, he's shown the fans just the potential, the talent. I think it was just a matter of time before he became a starter in this league.
And that's not to be taken lightly either, Steve. I mean, it's a big role that he's jumping into here. And I know foremost in his mind is being able to be a guy that the coaches can trust and that they made the right decision in making him their guy. So I think it'll be interesting to see how it pans out.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Henderson in at shooting guard. Nene down low with Gortat. All out there with Pierce.
Sixers head coach Brett Brown used to coach in the Australian League, also the former head coach of the Australian national team, so a wealth of experience in international basketball. Now, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
And Brett Brown caught on with the San Antonio Spurs for a year and a half, working as a volunteer, and obviously learning and absorbing from the best.
Yeah, he was 4 years as their director of player development, then an assistant coach for 7 years, and alongside Mike Brown, Jacques Vaughn, and Mike Budenholzer, all guys who have been head coaches or are currently head coaches, one of the many Spurs assistant coaches to become a head coach in the league.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Not often you see him take that shot. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to talk with Brett Brown for a moment. We went over the matchups in tonight's game, and when we came to Nene, he told me, now there's a player. You just don't find big men with that kind of body who's that light on his feet. I don't know if it's his soccer background, but the way he moves, it's awfully tough to stay between him and the iron. Guys, that's the goal, but we'll see if they're able to make it happen. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Carter Williams following the basket by Nene. Here's Williams. And Embiid gets it to go.
Defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Wall passes to Henderson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, there's been a lot of noise about this team lately. Rumblings, if you will. Talk about maybe making some changes if they don't start winning games.
And, you know, there have been talks behind closed doors, but this is a game where they can come out and make a statement, get things back on track, if you will.
Talk about being one of the all-time great stories in the NBA. This kid goes from being undrafted and fighting for a 10-day contract, and now he's a starter for this club.
It's really a story of a guy starting with nothing in the league and fighting his way onto a team, and those are always really inspirational stories. His path to the starting lineup gives hope to everybody playing in or out of the NBA that could possibly be them someday.
Both free throws good from Henderson.
You know, the Sixers have really undergone a complete reversal in recent years from a team with a very old-school, traditional front office to a team that's now focused on the science and analytics of winning basketball. And quite honestly, guys, we're seeing more and more teams embrace the analytics side of things.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Henderson with the screen for Wall. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Wall's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Carter Williams kicks to Embiid. Outside for Carter Williams. Moultrie inside. Nene on him. And now Wall running the floor all by himself. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And once he took off, it looked like the defense just had no interest in getting in his way.
That's one where you just give up the 2 points and move on.
So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to Milwaukee.
And it wasn't just bad shooting. They weren't getting good looks. The offense wasn't clicking, no ball movement, very stagnant performance.
Yeah, I agree. The reason for that, I think, was their movement away from the ball. Not very crisp.
Embiid dishes to Mba Amuta. Carter Williams, the pass to Williams. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. DeJuan Blair, he's checked in for Gortat. Humphries comes in for Nene. Martell Webster, he's checked in for Pierce. And Andre Miller has subbed in for John Wall. Now here's Henderson, back to Miller. Henderson with it. Can't hit. 1:41 left in the first quarter. And Shved kicks to Sims. The rebound by Humphries. Wizards have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Miller dishes to Henderson. Pass to Blair. Miller outside. Kicks to Webster. Webster off a pick from Henderson. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket by Webster.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Martell Webster in the second season of a 4-year deal. He signed with the Wizards. He's a really good combo player. He can shoot and he can defend. And with that size on the wing, he becomes a valuable asset to any team. Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Now here's Webster, averaging 12 points a game. The pass to Henderson. Blair trying to get open, and the shot is good. And that's now 6 points for Money. And while Webster Clark is not great at creating his own shot, he's still effective.
Yeah, because he's a great catch-and-shoot guy. I mean, he's able to knock down those three-pointers. If he gets his feet set and a little bit of time and space, he'll make you pay.
Here's Washington. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Henderson with the screen for Miller. The dish to Blair. Another one falls for Washington.
And I'm sensing, guys, this game really starting to swing their way.
To me, it seems like they're taking charge as their lead gets more and more comfortable.
Here's Roten. That will count. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Wizards. They're up by 7. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.